Right now, we're making an impact in the Bronx, Chinatown, and Milwaukee. Real place-based experiences, dialogue, relationship building, and collaboration with artists and designers is at our core. Face-to-face experiences in public spaces is our bedrock. Made near impossible this past year. Several years ago, with the help of the Mellon Foundation, we convened a group of artists with leading ecologists, planners, and activists to consider CALL's evolving framework. We asked, how can we advance sustainable development, addressing climate change, equity, and health on the broadest possible scale with artists in central roles? This conversation with a dynamic group was fantastic and very far-reaching. But one concrete suggestion emerged from the meeting: create a national Call Walks network. The National Endowment for the Arts stepped in with an Our Town knowledge sharing grant. Call launched a pilot program with 6 cities across the U.S. Washington, D.C., Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Milwaukee, and Santa Fe. Great feedback came from these influential national partners. Now we have a toolkit available on our website for other groups to conduct their own walks. A first step to organize around collaboration, looking at environmental challenges in all their complexity, with artists and designers in leading roles.
I had the opportunity to work several times with Call Walks. In one occasion, I worked in collaboration with Dr. Luke Dixon from London, and we did some humming and bee sounds and some very exciting exercises with a group of people online. On another occasion, I embarked with John Butler at Van Cortlandt Park, and we did The Tree and I.
With a bioengineer, we walked a corridor called Century City Triangle. It was an amazing experience. I got to learn a lot of things that I did not know about places that I drove past each day. I had no idea of the prehistory of those places, of factories, of people who had worked in factories, who were on the tour and shared memories of childhood memories of living in that neighborhood, now since removed. And I hope to remain aware of different actions that are taken on behalf of sustainability in the city that I live in.
I was invited to do a walk in Van Cortlandt Park to discuss about water systems in the neighborhood and the history and the cultural connection with the water systems up in the northwest Bronx. And that walk was just the beginning of wonderful relationship that will bring so many good productive things for me through Serious Living Laboratory. As important as meeting my current partner with whom I founded a non-for-profit organization called OSS Project. It was thanks to Serious Living Laboratory and one of the workshops that they organized to connect local stakeholders and community members with creative practitioners to try to address and discuss and workshop some of the issues present in the neighborhood at the time and see if some of the creative practitioners could help. And it was there in that workshop I met Jackie Fisher. Jackie and we managed to transform one of my art projects that it was called Outer Seed Shadow into a non-for-profit organization that now connects artists with communities in order to create and develop gardens that serve as platforms to celebrate, empower, and create knowledge and cultural identity. It changed my life, and it changed the life of communities of the 4 nature developments where now the non-for-profit has gardens operating. Serious Living Laboratory were fiscal sponsors for the organization at the beginning, and even with the first garden. I sincerely don't think that without the support and the help and the existence of Serious Living Laboratory, I could have been able to make it, and I hope that you join me in this gratitude.
We are working on a new initiative with the Berkshire Museum and the Berkshire Natural Resources Council, as well as other nonprofits, to amplify the synergies of the region's cultural and natural resources and connect with underserved communities, as well as visitors to these precious resources. Our walks may seem like a modest approach to reshaping the future, but we have seen what happens when you ignite the senses and get communities to collaborate with artists. We learn how to make a real difference.